Today we're going to reflect on ST 49.23 Sundari Sutta, the discourse on Sundari, U 4.8, Udana, chapter 4, Sutta number 8. This is from a set of stories about the success of the Buddha's community in India, and this success brought on the jealousy of various other non-Buddhist groups, especially the wanderers. In fact, they were so desperate, they plotted against the Buddha. And this sutta, the Sundari Sutta, records one of the darkest episodes in their efforts, as we shall soon see. At one time, the Blessed One was staying in Jeta's Grove in Anatta Pindika's park outside Savatthi. Now at that time, the Blessed One, being revered, respected, held in high esteem, venerated and honored, gained robes, alms, food, lodging, and support for the sick and medical supplies. So these are in other words, they were given lots of support and places to stay, parks. So the community of monks too are respected in the same way and receive all these basic supports. The wanderers of outside sects, however, were not respected. They were not given this kind of support, so they were not very happy. Section 4. Then those wanderers of outside sects, unable to endure the respect for the Blessed One and for the community of monks, approached the female wanderer Sundari and said to her, "Can you, sister, do a favor for your relatives?" Right? So now Sundari is a beautiful, young, and one might say naive wanderer, female wanderer, who is eager to please the seniors. So the wanderers this time put her to good use. So they said, "Can you do something for us?" So the female wanderer said, "What, sirs, can I do? What can possibly be done by me? For my relatives, I'm willing to sacrifice my own life." So, in fact, she doesn't realize how faithful her words are, because later on we will find out what happens to her. So the wanderers replied and said, "In that case, sister, you should frequently go to Jeta's Grove." Jeta's Grove, Jetavana, is where the Buddha stays. So they want her to go there regularly. Now, not only go there regularly, but to go at a time when the evening crowd coming back, so they can see her going there. And then she'll stay somewhere away from some secret place, not in Jetavana. And then early in the morning, she will leave, so that the public can see her. Okay? The idea is to give the impression that she is going there to spend the night there, and that she's having an affair with the Buddha. So this is told to us in the commentary. Then the story continues. Section 7. When the wanderers of outside sects knew that the female wanderer Sundari had been clearly seen by the masses to be frequenting Jeta's Grove, they killed her and then cast her body right there in the hollow in Jeta's Grove monsoon moat or monsoon drain. Then they approached King vicinity of Kosala and said to him, "There is Maharaja, this female wanderer, Sundari. She is not to be seen." Right, so this is the plot. So they actually killed her. They killed their own kind and then dumped her body in this big canal, hidden away. But if we look carefully enough, we can see the body. So then it's like you report to the police or tell the king. The king's in charge in those days. Of course, the king has to investigate. So, of course, they pretend, the wanderers pretend to say, "Oh, yeah, we have found the body, there it is in Jeta's Grove." So, what happens now is these wanderers, they carry the body on a litter and they go around town, various places, highways to highway, crossroads to crossroads. And this is how they defame the Buddha. Their aim is to discredit the Buddha and the Sangha. They say, "See, good sirs, the deed of the recluses of the Sakya Sun. Shameless are these recluses of the Sakya Sun. They are immoral, bad in nature, liars, incelibates, yet they claim to be Dhammacharis, Samacharis, Brahmacharis, who are truthful, virtuous, good in nature." Okay, Dhammacharis are practitioners of the Dharma, Samacharis are those who live harmoniously, Brahmacharis are celibate practitioners. There is no recluseship in them, there is no holy living in them. Destroyed is their recluseship, destroyed is their holy life. Where is their recluseship? Where is their holy living? And then they hinted, they cast aspersions, they said, "How can a man performing a man's task deprive a woman of his life?" So here, of life. Okay, in other words, they're hinting that the Buddha had an affair with Sundari and then killed her. Okay? So this is a typical way of talking bad about someone. So when the people heard this and saw the body, of course, as you know, the crowd doesn't think, so they believe what the wanderers lied about, and they also they got very upset, the monks, and they started saying the same things to the monks, started scolding the monks and so on. And the poor monks, of course, are not very happy. And then they told the Buddha, they said, "Well, this is what happened, the public are doing this to us, we've done nothing." So then the Buddha responded and said, section 18, "Bhikshus, this noise will not last long. It will last but 7 days. With the passing of 7 days, it will die out. So, bhikshus, when you see these people who have accosted, abused, scolded, vexed you with discourteous and harsh words, you should reprove them with this verse." So in other words, reply them by saying this verse. "Who speaks falsely goes to hell. Who, having done, says he has not done it, after death, both two will be the same. Man of base karma here, man of base karma in the hereafter." Now this is a very well-known verse. It is found in the Sutta as well as Dhammapada 306, Itivuttaka number 42, and the Sutta Nipata 661. So it's a well-known verse. In Pali it goes, "Abhutavadi nirayangupeti yo chapi katva na karomi cha ubupite pecca samabhavanti nihina kamma manuja paratatati." So when the people hear this, they felt a bit worried because these monks are reciting this verse. The meaning is very deep, and it's almost like a threat to them. But here, basically, it's just a statement. It's a karmic statement. So while this is an act of truth, the public, the crowd, thought that it is a curse, a sapa, that they are worried. They say, wow, the monks are really serious about this. They've made the wiser ones say the monks have made act of truth, and the more superstitious ones say, well, the monks casting a spell, a curse. So the total effect is that they say, and then it occurred to the people, these recluses of the Sakya, sons of the Sakya's son, are not responsible for the misdeed. It was not done by them. These recluses of the Sakya's son have asserted an act of truth, which you can also translate as have cast a curse. Indeed, the noise did not last long, only for 7 days. And at the end of the 7 days, it disappeared. Then some monks went before the Buddha, so that they were amazed. They said, "Oh, Bhante, it's amazing. What you said is very true." Right? So the episode ends here, and then the Buddha closes the teaching with this verse: Tudanti vachaya jana asanyata sarihi sangama gatang wa kunjarang sutwana wakyang parusang hudi ritang adivasaye bhikkhu adutta citto ti. Meaning, unrestrained people pierce others with words, like a war elephant pierces with arrows in battle, hearing words harshly uttered. A monk with unhating heart endures it. Right, so here the lesson basically is, well, whether people say nice things or good things, just treat them in the same way. If they're saying nasty things, just be calm about it. So this is, as I said, this is part of a few other stories to show that living the holy life, even for the Buddha, is not always smooth going. And in times of difficulty, the Buddha reminds the monks, reminds us to be calm, not to reply hatred with hatred, but to be truthful, to be honest, above all to show our loving kindness to our adversaries. So the story ends here. Let us close with a short reflection. At the right time, our karma often ripens, testing us in some way, teaching us in some ways. So our task is to observe, to learn what's going on, and to notice this moment, what it is like, the pain, the suffering, that it is not we alone who feel this way, others too would feel the same pain, a similar pain when it comes to them. So reflecting in this way, we can understand why doing wrong is bad, why doing something bad it can be harmful and not helpful at all. And we need to respond with calmness, even loving kindness, so that we can learn from this kind of situation. Suffering is a very good teacher. Reflecting in this way is very good karma, but about such karma, may we be well and happy, so that we can practice the Buddha's teaching and gain the fruit in this life itself. By the same token, but about the three jewels, may those who have been kind to us, supportive of us, be well and happy too. May those who are practicing the Dharma to find the fruit in this life itself. And may our relatives and friends be well and happy too. By the power of the three jewels too, may those who have difficulties who are lost find their way to the Eightfold Path in this life itself. May all beings be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.